Hello, Africa. My name is Eunice Tonye, and this is ETV Ghana's African Women's Voices Show. It is the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. How has your week been? I want to believe it's been amazing and awesome, but oh, how I have missed you. Anyway, I'm so happy to get to meet you once again. So those of you who are watching me from across the world, I'm so happy to be seeing you right now. I know you're already logged on to ETV Ghana's Facebook page, and I'm going to recognize your presence as the show continues. As usual, I always like to acknowledge the presence or the support of all the people who have been supporting me, our very responsible brands. And I'm going to start with Chana Shito. Chana Shito is Ghana's #1 pepper sauce, and if you've not tried it, I need you to get that right away. It goes with different food, with beans, with rice, with potatoes, with whatever, wache, with bread, with fried egg. Have you tried it? You need to try it with various meals, and you will definitely enjoy it. Chana Shito's phone number is right now at the base of your screen, so I need you to reach out to her, okay? Liz's tomato mix, when it comes to that delicious jollof rice, delicious soup, abenkwan, light soup, garden egg stew, whatever stew it is you prepare, whether here in Ghana or outside of Ghana, the tomato mix of choice should be Liz's tomato mix. And I need you to try it out. Just as I said that you should try out Chana Shito. When you box the Chana Shito and Liz's tomato mix in any meal, it will taste really, really good. And oh, my hair, it's probably put together by Awo's Hair. She always makes me look good, and you can locate Awo's Hair on Instagram and Facebook at Awo's Hair. Give her a call and let her know whatever it is you want, whether you want braids, you want something, a pixie cut, you want something bleached, whatever style it is you want, Awo will sort you out. And my lovely dress is put together by Afariwa Styles. Afariwa Styles can also be located on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Just type in right now, afariwa.styles, and you're going to see contemporary ladies and gents outfits that are in various sizes. They're already made as well, so once you step into their shop, you just try what fits and then you move out. You save so much time and stay away from all those tailors and fashion designers who keep telling you lies and telling you to come today, come tomorrow, and all of that. It will be a thing of the past once you try out Afariwa Styles. Her phone number is right now at the base of your screen, so please reach out to her and let her know that you would like to come and have something done for you. If you also have got your fabric, no worries, you could always send it to her and she'll make something nice for you. So I'm going to be linking you right now to 60 Seconds Update, where we inform you about what's happening to African women across the world. Do stay tuned.
Abena Osei-Poku, the managing director of Absa Bank Ghana, has been recognized as a top corporate personality in the country at the 6th Ghana Woman of the Year honors recently organized by Glitz Africa. She was among 13 remarkable women from diverse fields who were celebrated at the awards ceremony for using their expertise, position, and influence to inspire others to make a difference in driving other women forward. Commenting on the award, she said, "I am truly honored and humbled by this recognition." Police in Zimbabwe are investigating the death of a 14-year-old girl during childbirth, a case that sparked outrage among citizens and rights activists. The case has exposed the exploitation of minors as she was reportedly forced to abandon school to get married. The United Nations urged the government to recognize the child marriage as a crime and bring an end to the practice. The organization said it notes with deep concern and condemns strongly reports into the circumstances surrounding the death. Her Excellency Anne Sophie Ave, the French ambassador to Ghana, has encouraged women to break barriers and access opportunities that could set them apart. She made the statement when she interviewed one of Ghana's news anchors. In affirmation to the news anchor's success, Her Excellency charged Ghanaian women to remain confident in the face of gender-based inequalities and economic challenges. She noted, "I have met many amazing young women in Ghana. They should trust themselves, work hard, and they will thrive." This is the story of Beverly Afaglo, who will forever mark August 9th, 2021 as one of the darkest days in her entire life. She stood helplessly and watched all that she has labored for in her entire life consumed with fire. She announced on her Instagram page that a 4-hour fire burnt her house into ashes, but was happy there were no casualties. She was saddened by the conduct of the National Fire Service personnel who visited the scene. She mentioned that the personnel were clueless because for over 40 minutes they did not know what they were doing. According to the actress, the house was not insured either.
And you're welcome back to ETV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. So this is the appointed time. A lot of you are already glued to your TV set and to your Facebook and whatever means you're watching this, because you're all yearning to get to meet with Sweet Adjeley. Well, she is here and we're going to continue the conversation right away. But before I introduce her, I'd like to tell you my story. There was this time that it looked like everything I was cooking was getting boring. I either cook yam, beans, rice, plantain, and I don't know what else to cook. And interestingly, I just said, okay, let me just log on to YouTube and see what I can do. You know, who can I find? And she just popped up. Once I just typed in, I need recipes, she popped up, and it has been an amazing journey with her. So I know a lot of you have actually experienced her, and personally I have. It's really helped my cooking. It's boosted, you know, what I'm able to provide for my home. And today I'm so happy that we are having Sweet Adjeley. So ladies and gentlemen, join me as I make welcome Sweet Adjeley. Welcome to the studios. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so now you know that she's right here. Let's kick off with the conversation, okay? So Sweet Adjeley, let's just kick it away. I would have loved to find out from you, did you always like cooking?
Wouldn't think so.
Mm-hmm.
They used to tell us to come into the kitchen when everybody else was playing, and we didn't like it at all. But that's where it started.
That's where it started, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So it means that growing up, you've been with your mom, learning how to cook and all of that?
My auntie.
Okay, with your auntie.
Yeah. And I've been cooking since I was 10 years old, so.
10 years old.
Yes.
Amazing. So if you've been cooking since you were 10 years old, did you always think that, okay, I'm going to have to make a career out of cooking? Or you had other ambition?
Well, initially, I wanted to do hair, and then it went from hair to wanting to be a flight attendant.
Okay.
So when I graduated from JSS, I think it's JHS now.
Now,
I'm
yeah,
not
now
sure.
it's JHS.
Yes. To become a flight attendant, you have to be, you have to take up home economics. So that's what I took up in Tema Secondary School.
Oh, Temasco. Okay. So I'm very sure that those of you who attended Temasco are also like enjoying the fact that she's actually an old girl.
Yes.
That's fine. Could you say hello to the Temasco girls?
Hello.
All right. Well,
Correct.
that's good to know.
Yes.
Oh, so that's how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So how did the journey of becoming a chef begin?
So when I went to Tema Secondary School, that's when it started. But in the first term of Form 2, I traveled out. So I ended up going to a school that didn't have that. So I started doing dental assisting. It was a vocational school, so I took up dental assisting. But once I graduated high school, I went to the New York restaurant school. So the food game continued.
Okay, so how was training like? You know how you mentioned that, you know, growing up when you're asked to go to the kitchen to go cook or to like help your aunt, you know, with the cooking when others are playing, it was not really fun. So now that you had to have a formal training in cooking, how was the experience like?
It was fun because growing up, I'm from a very large family, so there was always an occasion happening. So my aunties will gather, will cook, especially the pastries. So I'll say that's where my love began, because I like sweet eating things. So when they're baking the cakes and the chips and all those pies and stuff, I want to be there.
Interesting. You
So,
were a
yeah.
dental assistant and you still had a very sweet tooth.
Yeah. So that's how, you know, we're always doing something, and I love that, the smell of pastries, and when, you know, you've made something so good and people are enjoying it, it's just a special
fulfills
feeling.
you.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, it's good to know that you love the baking and all of that, but people like me really don't like baking. So I was so happy to see the fried meat pie that was on your page, because once you are showing me a recipe and we're talking, the moment you get to the part where you say, and then you bake, you've lost me, because I don't like baking at all. So when I saw that recipe about fried meat pies, it was amazing, and it really, you know, I connected with it. So that's how the journey of being a chef began.
Yes.
So did you get to start the food blogging immediately, or what happened before you decided to go into the blog?
So after restaurant school, during my internship, I got burnt in the kitchen. So,
whoa.
Oh yeah, and it was serious. I ended up in the emergency room, and I lived in New Jersey, but I worked in New York.
Sorry to cut. You say you got burnt, but you don't look burnt anywhere at all.
Yeah, it's amazing. I thought I was going to be left with a scar, so I started buying long dresses and long skirts and all that, but fortunately you can't even see. I could still wear shorts.
That's
so
amazing. Lucky you.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for that. So when that happened, I stayed home for about 3 months for therapy, going to the burn center and all that, and then I went back to work. But I realized every little noise, every little thing was making me panic in a big kitchen. So I quit, and then I got married, had a child, and then I went back to school after my son was born to become a medical assistant. So I started working with that. And we were living in a neighborhood that preschool was free for the kids, but then when we moved, it wasn't free. And when you add up your income and childcare, it's better to stay home. So I became a stay-at-home mom for about 8 years. And then once my kids went back to school, anxiety set in for me. Like, I was worried when they were away. I couldn't find a job that I'll be done to be home to get them off the bus. I spoke to my doctor about it. He hired me, and I can be home at the same time. And then I started the channel too at the same time, because my family friend Boatima had told me about YouTube. Said, check it out, Adjeley. This is something I think you can do, because usually you will text for a recipe and I'll be sitting here, puts the pan on fire or do this, and I'll literally take you through the process. And she's like, it's like you doing that, but this time you're showing it. You can just send the link and they'll watch. So I went on YouTube, but then I sat there for like 2 years just watching what was going on and how it worked and everything. So
first you observed what was going on.
Yeah. And because I'm a very shy person too, I see some people will show themselves, others will just show the food. So I opted for the one that you just show the food.
You don't show yourself.
Yes, just hide and you do what you have to do and then just get out. So that's what I was doing until people wanted to see my face. So once in a while, I'll come and show my face. But yeah, that's how it all started.
Amazing. I'm so happy we've gotten to the point, you know, where she started the journey. I'll be going for a quick commercial break. I need you to be able to send in your questions around cooking that may have been bothering you that you'd like to ask her, okay? So put them down right now on our Facebook page, and I'll read them through when we return, okay? So do not go away. And you are welcome back to ETV Ghana's African Women's Voices show, where we're having a conversation with Sweet Adjeley. She's given us a background as to how she started the whole journey towards being a chef. But I'm coming to you on Facebook because I need to be able to let people know what you are saying. So Ere Kria Fate says, you look beautiful. Ajuba Amwakwe Kukwe says, yay, Sweet Adjeley is here. Ike Konka says she's so humble. Mavis Stevens is clapping her hands. Bwedu Queen is giving us, the love eyes. And then Esther Elek and Kuma says, simple and beautiful as always. Bwedu Queen, Yehovah, my network. Oh my God, I hope your network gets back so that you get to watch us. Esther Elek and Kuma says, watching you, Sweet Adjeley. Then Jessie Kobe says, my Sweet Adjeley, international food madam. Bwedu Queen comes back again and says, I am here. Oh, I'm so glad that your network is back. Okay. And then I see people sending us waves from across the globe. I see our first wave from the United Kingdom from Gloria Okereke. Thank you so much for your wave. I see Berry Biney. She's sending her wave from the UK. I also see some waves from the United States of America from Ifoma Wodo. Oh. All right, I see you. And then I see other waves from Japan, from Tokyo. I see another wave from Boston, okay, and from New York. I see it. Thank you so much. Coming down to Africa, I see from Ouagadougou, I see from Senegal, I see from Mauritius, I see a wave from Morocco. They're all sending in their waves. These are all people who have been following you, Sweet Adjeley. The food captain, as they always say. Okay, now let me just move down to Ghana and scan through. Wow, okay, I see my first wave from Tamale. Tamale is giving us their own shout out. Volta region, Axim, the central region, from Suhum, from Chifupraso in the central region as well. I see you sending your wave. I see a wave from Laura. I see a wave from Tumu. Thank you, all of you who are sending us waves from across Ghana, across Africa, and across the world. We're going to continue the conversation right away. She was telling us how she got to start to, the blogging. She started with the YouTube channel, and initially she didn't really want everybody to see her face until it got to a point where some of you wanted to see her, and then she would show her face kakra, and then she'll go back again and all of that. And it's been an amazing journey. So I actually went on your Facebook page and I saw a recipe that you shared, and I would like to let a lot of us also take a look at it. For those who have not watched it, I know some of you have watched it, but just for those who are getting to see Sweet Adjeley for the first time, I saw an interesting recipe, and it has to do with how to cure tilapia fish. A lot of times we go to the market and we get the salted fish, and we don't even know the hygiene conditions around how the preparation was. Sweet Adjeley has made it very simple and has made us all to understand that there are ways we could do this at home, and then we can keep it in our freezer until the time we want to use it, even for as long as 1 year. So I'd like you to watch that footage. Do not go away.
Hello, sweetie. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Adjeley with this very simple homemade Kobe recipe for you all. Now, to begin, you need some tilapia fish, and I have washed mine very well, and I'm just going to pat it dry with some paper towel. Now to the front part. We're going to drench this fish with salt from the inside out. Kobe is one of Ghana's favorite fish. This was how our forefathers used to preserve their fish, but now we love the flavor. Although we have refrigerators, we still enjoy it. So in case you're in the diaspora and you cannot come by Kobe, this is a very simple recipe that anybody can make. Now that I've covered my fish with enough salt, I'm going to transfer it into a basket, and because I don't want the salt to go right through, I'm using rock salt, and it is sea salt. I couldn't find a lot of it, so I made do with the little that I have. Okay, once I've transferred it into the basket, we're going to cover it up and take it out into the sun. And what will happen is that the sun together with the salt will extract a lot of the moisture out of the fish, and this is what you get, all of this water that's coming out. So I'll just get rid of this water and keep it in the sun and keep getting rid of any water that comes out of it until there is no more water coming out. It is the next day, and as you can see, our fish is looking good and the plate is absolutely dry, so there was no more water coming out. So we'll continue with the process by lining a tray with some paper towel, And then I'm going to transfer the salt that's in the basket into the paper towel. Spread out the salt into the tray beautifully and add some more salt if needed. As you can see, I'm reusing the salt that I started with, but I'm not going to be reusing the one that I put in the gut area because it helped me to get rid of all the bloody mess that's in the gut area. So we have no use for this salt any longer. So I'll just get rid of it and continue with the process. So next, we're just going to go ahead and add some more salt to the fish, and then I'm going to cover it up with some more paper towel and then place heavy objects on top of the fish and set it out in the sun to continue the curing process.
Continental food, madam. Ow, food, madam. International food captain. We'll show you how to make pizza, jollof, banku and okra soup, sushi and pastries. All this and more. Sweet Adjeley.
It's been about 2 days and we're going to go ahead and check on our fish. It looks good. It doesn't smell like it's stinking, so we know we're onto something good. But as you can see, it is not completely dried yet. So I'll transfer it into this tray right here and I'll add some more salt to the top of it, and then back out into the sun it'll go, this time without any towels or anything over it. And if you notice, in my paper towel, it has a watermark indicating that all the moisture was soaked up by the paper towel. So out into the sun it goes. Now if you have a dehydrator and this can fit in there, then by all means place it into your dehydrator to finish the drying process. But the sun did well, and 3 days later our Kobe is ready. Just listen to how hard it is. Exactly, this is just perfect, and you can reuse this salt if you plan on making more Kobe. But for me, this is it for now. I have my Kobe for any coming floor or abomu that I want to be enjoying. Once you've cured this fish very well, there is no refrigeration needed for storage. This can stay out for over a year without it going bad. But I like to keep mine in my freezer since I don't enjoy it all the time. So I'll transfer it into Ziploc bags and into my freezer. It'll go. I sure hope you're gonna give this recipe a try, especially if you're in the diaspora. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired to try the recipe. Until I see you in my next video, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke onamini ochemi sweet mahabotu. Bye y'all.
Wow, and that's amazing sign off. Definitely, when we are ending the show, they would like to hear you do it. Okay, so this is an interesting recipe that you just showed us right now as to how to be able to salt our fish and cure it and keep it in our freezers for as long as 1 year. I got a question right now, but before I give that question out, I'm seeing a special greeting to Cecilia Harris Quay. She's watching us all the way from Tema. She's watching with her grandchildren, Naya, Bole, Rufus. She's watching with her daughter, Alice Duka. Thank you all so much for watching. They are ardent followers of Sweet Adjeley, so I had to give them this very special shout out. Thank you for joining us, okay? So let's bring our minds back to cooking. We didn't really season the Kobe, but you've got your seasoning product, and someone really is interested in finding out how they can have access to your seasoning.
So for now, it's only in the US.
Okay.
So I came to Ghana to see how I can produce it here, since it seems the market is here. But once I got here, I'm not able to get all the ingredients that I want here. If I try to make it here, to me, it won't be as hygienic as I would like it to be. So I realize I need an industrial dehydrator in order to dehydrate my onions, garlic, ginger, all the ingredients that need to be dried.
Okay.
Because if I import them, it'll cost more.
Okay. So you've heard it from her. Right now, it's available in the US. So she's taking her time to see what she can do to be able to get the product here in Ghana for us. So let's give her some time. We are hoping that she'll be able to raise whatever it is she needs to raise to be able to have us, have her seasoning. We can't wait to have that. So a lot of times it's said that the way to a man's heart is from, food, the one you eat, and food, the one that is, the intimate moment kind of food. So today, as we are talking about the food, the one that we actually eat, I wanted to know, could there ever be a secret to good cooking? Let's take, for instance, today I cooked jollof rice and it tasted so good. And the next time I cook the same jollof rice and the taste is different. It doesn't taste as good as it was the last time. What actually is the problem? Why are we not able to get it right for those of us who don't get the consistent taste in our food?
So when it comes to taste, it can depend on your mood.
Okay.
At times, you're so excited making what you're making, so it tastes better. And other times, you're forced to make what you're making. So whenever you're cooking, no matter the situation, it has to be done with love in order for it to always taste the way you want it to taste. But for the most part, no two dishes taste the same, even if you're the one making both. So just keep that in mind, that it's not a fail. It's just that you can cook jollof rice today and it will be amazing, as you said. But the next time you do it, you may follow the same process. It's just that at times being too careful when cooking ruins it. It's usually the food that you make spare the moment. You just cook something and you're like, oh my God. And you don't even remember exactly what you did to get it to be that good. You will be chasing that same taste and you may never get it. So that's what I have learned in cooking. I'll cook something today and tomorrow it's not the same.
It's not the same. Okay, so
it's
we all
not
have
a
to try
fail.
to cook with love. And be happy when we are cooking. All right, so even if they've offended you, just get into the kitchen and smile so that the food tastes good and you don't regret, the whole thing. So coming back into the passion for the cooking and how we can turn it around into a money-making venture. I see that your numbers keep growing. More people are joining the family, of the Sweet Adjeley. But how do you get to sustain them? So for instance, somebody now says, okay, I've identified a passion and I want to use social media to be able to drive this passion to make money out of it. How are you able to sustain the people who are following you? Because it's food, and I'm thinking that maybe at a point you get to show almost all the recipes. Do you have to go back to show them again? How do you do it?
So for my, I call them super sweet team members, they miss me when I don't upload a video. They come looking for me. They'll either go to my Facebook and send me a message, or Instagram to send me a message checking on you, are you okay? And then I have those that make it a point to check on me every week. I may not see all the messages or comments, but there are people that they literally will count. Okay, she's loading every 3 days. So if I go the 4th day without uploading, they come looking for me. And there are those people that hear my voice for the first time and that makes them to subscribe, and they come back just for the voice.
Okay.
Some people will say, I am not going to cook this. I'm just here for you. So I think it's more of your personality and how you relate to people that keep them there or keep them coming back.
Okay, so that's tip number 2. So first, when she decided to turn her passion into business, she first of all observed. She observed social media for about 2 years to understand how she was going to strategize. And then now, secondly, she's giving us another tip as to what she's doing to sustain. So the personality is really important. A lot of you have been talking about how you like her voice. That's a personality. Some of you like the way she's cool and calm. It's also a personality. If you're not the quiet kind of person or a calm person like she is, just let your personality stand out. Definitely, some people will identify with it and would want to work with you. But I'm going for another quick commercial break. When we return, we are opening the phone lines. I need you to call in and say to Sweet Adjeley, that thing you've always wanted to say to her. Don't go away. Welcome back to ETV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. We are activating the phone lines now. So the number will be on your screen very shortly so that you call in, or you could also use the Facebook page for me to read your comments. So the number is 0555 65 7278. All right, so let me just read some more comments here. I see from Gina Boateng Labi. She says, proud of you, dear, and she's got a heart next to her message. Rosemary Obuba says, her beautiful voice, love her, with the heart sign as well. I see Victoria Dakwa. The love of God and the family is life greatness, as she always says each time she finishes a recipe. And I love it when she says that. Oh, nice. Amasa Wasapon says, we love you so much, Sweet Adjeley, such a humble soul. Sheila Okain says, the love of God and family. Jessica Obi says, my Sweet Adjeley, international food madam. Dorothy Doko. Okay, I hear we have our first caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sophia, calling from Kumasi.
Okay, so please, let's hear you.
Okay. Madam Sweet Adjeley, I congratulate you.
Thank you.
I like you very much. I didn't know how to prepare okra soup. I learned it from you.
Oh.
But do you know that your okra stew with green pepper, do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Your okra stew with green pepper. I've been searching again for it. I can't see it. Where will I find it?
Oh.
What name should I give it to it so that I can come back on YouTube?
I may have to re-upload it. I think I have deleted it, but I'll...
Please, I beg you. I've forgotten the procedure, so please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
My husband loved it so much.
Oh,
and I've forgotten how to do it, so please upload it for me.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right,
You're
it is
welcome.
well noted. I think I'm also going to, I'd love to see that, the okra with the green pepper. I'd love to see that as well. So she definitely would do it, okay? Thank you for calling us all the way from Kumasi.
You're welcome, buddy.
Okay, bye. All right,
Bye.
so I was going to read Dorothy Doku's message. It says, International Food Captain will show you how to make pizza, jollof, banku, and okra stew, sushi and pastries, all this and more. Sweet Adjeley, Mina Bopo. Hey! Interesting, Dorothy Doku. Thank you so much. And then I see Fifi Benji says, very creative in her cooking style. Okay, we have another caller. Please, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Monica.
Monica, please, where are you calling us from?
From Tema Community 5.
Awesome. So please, let's hear you.
Hello, Sweet Adjeley.
Hi.
I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm also a caterer. I always watch you and I'm very happy when I see you cooking. I love you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you for helping those who don't know how to do so many things. As the woman was saying, I always appreciate what you do. God
Thank
bless
you.
you and your family.
God bless
I'm
you
doing the
too.
best and you're always supporting you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you for calling. All right, so Fifi Benji on Facebook is saying, very creative in her cooking style. I see Charity Opong Dankwa from Ghana. She says, love Sweet Adjeley. And then I see Mercy Hosanna. She says, Sweet Adjeley. And she's giving you, you know, your two. Esther. Okay, I've read Esther's own. She said, simple and beautiful as always. I see Yvette. Okay, we have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Please, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hi, I'm Nana Bima. I'm calling from Kuforidia.
Nana Bima from Koforedia. Nice.
Yes.
So please share with us.
Okay, I want to tell Nana that we love her. We appreciate all that she is doing. She knows me. Yeah, she knows
Love
me. So
you
we
too,
appreciate
yes.
her. Now, go on and see Saturday.
Mahabotu. Thank you. God bless you.
Nabima, thank you very much for calling us from Koforidua. Okay, so going back to our messages, Kojo Legacy says, yeah, Sweet Adjeley, Okay, another caller is on the line. Hello, what's your name?
With everything you can be holding.
Okay, so please tell us what's your name. Hello, caller. Okay, I think we lost that one. All right, so Kojo Legacy says, yes, Sweet Adjeley, I learned how to cook wache through your YouTube channel. Oh, Kojo, I love it that the gentlemen are also, stepping up and, getting to watch your videos and learn how to cook. Thank you, Kojo, for always, watching Sweet Adjeley's channel. Ajuba Amwakweku says, yes, Sweet Adjeley is here, okay? I'm looking through to see more that happen. Okay, Nana Ya says, so calm, I love you. Bilkis Hamid says, good to see you. Bacha Tefasa says, is she single? Nah. I'm going to answer that one for her. Anyway, but I see that somebody replied. Victoria Dakwa says, she's married with kids as well, my dear. So clear off. Okay, so we have another caller. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Please, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Becca. I'm calling from Dansoman.
Oh, Becca from Dansoman. Please share with us.
Continental food, madam. International food captain. Oh, Sweet Adjeley, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
The channel has helped me so much. I learned how to bake. And I mean a whole lot. Thank you so much.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you.
God bless you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, beautiful one there. And I see Lillian Okai says, Sweet Adjeley, we love you. Sheila comes back again. She says, wow, I love this woman. So Lillian spoke first and then Sheila came back to say, wow, I love this woman. So Sandra Franklin says, good evening, Adjeley. Na Adole Brown says, watching you live, sweet tintings. Obaya Ansa says, my sweet Adjeley. Beatrice Amable says, my sweet Adjeley. Anita Kwao says, I just love her cool nature. Oh, Anita Kwao, thank you very much for sending in your message. I see Linda Saforo, she says, love you, mom, with the hearts by the side. MK Card, the second, says, please help me. Which channel is this? Oh, this is ETV Ghana, okay? ETV Ghana, and you are on our Facebook page at ETV Ghana. All right, good. So let's continue with the messages. Bredu Queen says, Yehovah, my okay, yeah, we've already read it and she came back. And now I see Victoria Dakwa, she says, I just love you, Sweet Adjeley. And I see Althea Gibbs, that's true. Sophia Getachew says, send you hugs from Ethiopia, Sweet Adjeley. Oh. Then Kiel Michelle says, good morning to you all from New Zealand. Okay, it's morning over there in New Zealand. Nice. Okay, so we have another caller on the line. So, hello, what's your name?
Hello, this is Alessa calling from Athena.
Okay.
Adjeley, thank you so much. You've helped save a lot of marriages, and we are so grateful. Those who don't know how to cook, I've learned a lot. God bless you. Please, it's
Thank you so much for calling us through Afienya. Okay, so right now we're going to wrap up with the calls. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we return, Sweet Adjeley is going to be giving her advice to people who are thinking of starting up a business from their passion. So, stay tuned. Welcome back to ETV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. I just looked at our time and I realized that we don't really have much of it. So we may have to cut off the phone lines, director, because we've got a lot of messages here. And I know those who have also sent messages will be saying, okay, thank you very much. So let me just get through the messages and then we give our advice before we wrap it up. So I see Esther Edusan. She says, very neat in her cooking environment. Please teach people how to set table for group of people. So you would like to see that, right? So maybe you can consider it in your videos. Okay. So Jane Besua Akumsin says, love you, Adjeley Sweet. Belinda Brobe Edudia says, we love you, Sweet Adjeley. Your cooking is superb. Charlotte Nusa says, Love you, Sweet Adjeley. Innocentia K. Brenny says, it's Sweet Adjeley, the recipe queen, watching you live from who you are loved. Elizabeth Kiatamba is clapping her hands. Mavis Stevens is clapping her hands. Deborah Onifade is actually holding her heart of love. And Deborah Onifade again is clapping her hands. Nana Bina Fosua Aye saying, hi. I want to believe I've exhausted the comments here because I don't want you chasing me around and say, you did not read my comments. Okay, so now let's get back to Sweet Adjeley. And for the reason why she's here, I know it's good we've interacted, but let's just take something away from here. You may be watching us right now and you want to really delve into something you're passionate about. And Sweet Adjeley has already done something with her passion, and you want to see how you could also, gain from her experience. Already, first, she gave a first point, which is observation. You need to be able to observe the market or the space you find yourself in. It's very important too. Your personality also counts. So are there other things you would like to advise people who want to turn their passion into business?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Do it, because especially when it comes to social media, people start because they feel there's money involved. If you start that way, it's the quickest way for you to give up. But I started not knowing I can make any money from it. So when you start something like that, it's a passion, as you're saying, so you're just doing it. It took my son to say, Mommy, do you know you can get paid doing this? So now I see that a lot of people know that they can get paid, so that's why they come in. If you come in solely for the pay, you may get exhausted and run away. And when you do want to start, make sure you're doing something that you love. Making a cooking video could be one of the hardest. So don't choose cooking just because you see Sweet Adjeley doing good at it. If it's hair that you're good at, do that. Because when you're done cooking, the whole kitchen is a mess. It's a whole new, because you're filming, you're just picking this up and throwing this here and doing this. And then, so if you start that, you will give up quickly. Start with something that you truly love and then keep at it. Be patient.
Be patient.
Water it and watch it grow.
Wow. I hope you got all the tips, right? You got it. You need to do it. You need to be patient. You need to water it, because sometimes you expect something to just grow. It doesn't happen that way. Even when you plant a seed, you need to nurture it, till it becomes a very big tree. So that's what she wants you to do. You need to be able to nurture it. But first of all, make sure you observe. Do all the research you need to do around that space that you want to venture into. Okay? All right, so it's been an amazing time with you, Sweet Adjeley, and I know that if we had opened the phone lines again, we'll still have calls coming in and on and on and on, and wow, I love the impact, and that's what this show is about. We like to champion women who are contributing to national development, and what she's doing is saving homes, saving lives, providing jobs, bringing happiness, because when a family sits together to enjoy a meal, they all learned how to cook from Sweet Adjeley's videos. It definitely will make them happy, and we want the happiness to continue. So right now, I'd like Sweet Adjeley to talk about her social media handles and how you can watch more of her videos, and then she can do her sign out, the one that people have actually been asking for. All right.
So you can find me on YouTube, Sweet Adjeley, Facebook, Sweet Adjeley, and Instagram, Sweet Adjeley.
Awesome. It's not difficult at all. Just Sweet Adjeley, and then you find her there. Okay. So the moment where she gets to do her side out.
So until you see me in my next video, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke onamini ochemi sweet mahabotu.
Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be drawing up our conversation to a close today. It continues on social media anyway. If you've got more questions to ask, please drop it there. She'll find it and then attend to you, okay? The repeat broadcast of this show is going to be shown to you on Saturday at 12 noon on ETV Ghana. So you could also find it on GoTV channel 177. I want to say a very big thank you to all the people who have sponsored me. Chana Sheto, Lizzie's Tomato Mix, wigs, our Wool's hair, our Firewa styles, and there's so many other brands that will be coming on board. Thank you so much. So do enjoy the rest of our interesting lineup for you. Bye-bye.